Hey, what's shaking, y'all? I've been thinking about apologies. Um, Specifically, apologies in a scenario where the thing that you're apologizing for, the injury, um, is going to continue. Like, I know that there is, like, for example, a behavior that I'm doing that's important that I don't intend to discontinue that is causing injury or causing pain to somebody that I love. And, for better or worse, I've made the determination that needs to continue. Like, I'm not doing it because it hurts somebody, I'm doing it because it's important to me or for whatever reason. Um, Maybe a behavior or a financial choice or whatever it is. But the fact that it's painful for the person on the receiving end is important to me. Like, I do care about their experience. I do care about their feelings. I do care about um, the pain that they're experiencing, and I do, in some senses, take ownership of it. Like, I mean, I know I'm the author of it. I know that, notwithstanding whether I think that it's the sort of thing that they ought to experience as painful. Like, shoulds isn't what I'm talking about here. Like, I'm talking about just the reality that feelings are feelings, and people have them. Uh, and even if I don't feel like there's an injustice that is occurring that I'm the author of, I do feel that the legitimate feelings of discomfort and pain are important, and I want to apologize for that. I think apology is the right word here. I want to represent to them that the experience they're having of negativity is something that I'm sad about, is something that I regret, is something that I wish they didn't have to experience. And normally, when I find myself in that position, one of the things that I can offer is the discontinuation of it. Like, I can say, I can't believe that thing hurt you so bad. I'm so sorry. I will never do that again. That's the typical thing. Like, oh, I made a terrible mistake. My bad. I'll make sure that you don't have to have that happen again. But in this case, I intend to continue it. Like, I've done the cost benefit analysis, for better or worse, correct or incorrect, and I've decided that I need to do this thing. And I still feel bad about it, and I still want to express that sorrow. I still want to express that concern for their experience. And I don't like all of the things that occur to me are ones that sound terrible or feel like they sound terrible, and maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to recontextualize those. But it's like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. Like, I am sorry you feel that way, and I do take some ownership of it. But, like, I don't mean for it to sound condescending. I don't mean for it to sound dismissive. I mean for it to sound authentic. I don't really need or expect the individual who is experiencing my injurious behavior to subscribe to my logic. And this isn't really about the conversation that I might have with them saying, here's why I'm doing it. I hope you understand. Like, I do hope they understand. But they might not. And that's not what I'm talking about here. Like, that's not completely irrelevant. But what I'm talking about is, like, regardless of whether or not they understand, like, I want them to know that I feel regret, that I feel empathy and alignment with their pain, that I want to honor their pain. And I don't know if that's meaningful. Like, I mean, when I describe it that way, it kind of sounds like it's more about me than about them, you know? Which of course raises the question about lots of human interactions where we describe our thinking in the context of what we're trying to accomplish or achieve for the other person, and it's really more about our own feelings. But setting that aside for the moment, like in the context of what I think of as an authentic human relationship, giving somebody some clarity about my own grief or discomfort with being the author of their discomfort feels important. Feels like it's both for me and for them. Can't really tell you if that's self-serving or not. I can accept that it might be. But yeah, like, what would you do? What would you prioritize in trying to communicate that? Would you try and communicate it at all? What's the language that you might use to be like, hey, you know, I feel really terrible that you feel badly. I'm so sad. I'm so stressed out that this has caused you pain, that this has caused you injury. I can't promise that it'll never happen again. But I'm really, you know, I am discomfited, you know, by the circumstances on your behalf. I suppose there's mitigation conversation, you know, like, here are the things that I can do to make the thing that causes you pain less painful. Like, you know, here's a heads up, you know, what sort of space can I give you? What are ways that I can still do it, or what is important to me where it hurts you less? That seems pretty important. But I am really at the moment driving more towards the absolute question of, like, once we have gotten down to the brass tacks of, like, there is a thing that is hurting you that I am doing, and I'm going to continue doing it, which means that you are going to continue to experience pain. And I regret that. I regret the outcome, you know, even if I subscribe to the ongoing behavior. What are the things that I can do to vocalize to you, however minimal the value might be, the idea that I, to some extent, share your pain? Is that even possible? Is that preposterous? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Cheers.